Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream for WPG. We're going to be reviewing, potentially trading NASDAQ today. We got a news event at 10 a.m. As you can see here, it's in 5 minutes. So it's the JOLTS job openings. In my experience, these haven't been like too crazy, but who knows? Also, apparently the tariffs on China are supposed to have effect today. So I'm going to take a look. I'm going to do my own analysis here. Not really going to be talking too much. Just going to be going through the motions of my trading model. Okay, I gotta talk about this. Opening range gap was like, let's see here, 20 points. Wait, no, I'm bugging. 5 points. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So I do want to point out we did fill in that new week opening gap that I highlighted, and we did run to that new week. And like I said, there's still a possibility that we come to this new week opening gap. So we'll just see what occurs here. I'm gonna actually check out the 15-minute. Put the 5-minute right here. So this would also be the, let's see what we got here, 445. Dang. Let's see. I'll try to get 5 p.m. I'll try to get this new week opening gap on here, or new day opening gap. Alright, 2 minutes until the news event. Still showing. Why is it still showing this? Interesting. Okay. Alright. Alright, news event is currently active. So since Sunday obviously it had like a Judas manipulation swing into the new week opening gap. Since Sunday, we've been trending upwards. Anytime I see price action where it's just like directly trending in like one direction, I don't like. I'm suspect, especially when the higher time frames are bearish, and especially since I pointed out the sell side liquidity from the higher time frames. So we're going to be patient here. We took out that high. And we're also within this new day opening gap right here. Let me see if I'll point it out to you. Let's see. This is slow. Dog, I don't know why this tool is like slow as hell, bro. Interesting. Let's do like oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Alright, looks like we are respecting the new week opening gap. Yeah, the jolts doesn't tend to be too crazy. Okay, we're still respecting new week opening gap. This line right here is also an ICT concept called event horizon. He mentioned it very briefly in like one or I heard it randomly when I was listening to a live stream. It was one of those gold nuggets that he tucks in, and it's basically 50% of the range between one new week opening gap and another. I'll probably go through examples another time, but yeah, nothing really like clear right now. Obviously we did take the high. Obviously we are for the moment we are respecting this new week opening gap. But I'm suspect due to the fact that we've been trending upwards consistently. And I did mention there is a possibility we come back up into this new week opening gap, potentially into here, or potentially even further than that. There's always that possibility, but with my bias, I'm not gonna just switch my bias and just jump into that trade. I'm just gonna be very objective here. And those of you who know the OTE, this is where you would be applying it. So if we're looking on the second chart, let me do it on over here. Okay. Just put this right here. So again, here is the event horizon. Okay, here's the new gap. So I'm going to move it to the left chart. I'm going to showcase the OTE, like what I would be doing. So I would be starting here, place at the low, and right there. So you'd be expecting it to, optimal trade entry would be 70.5, as well as 61.80, and 79 would be the lowest point of entry. And honestly, if it goes further than the midpoint of this, then I would consider this trade or potential trade with OT to be no longer viable. So notice how I'm not just like using the OTE as a reason for entry. I have a bias. We have a new week opening gap. Only contention point with my bias would be the equal highs on the higher time frame. But since there's so much liquidity sitting down here, I think it's a higher probability that we remain bearish. Alright, so I'm going to highlight this busy right here. I like this as potential run because it hasn't been drawn into yet. That's why I highlighted that. And the reason why I highlighted, let's see, let me make sure I'm correct on this before yep, okay. The reason why I highlighted the entirety up until the body instead of like just the wick is because when there's an imbalance, meaning when the bodies aren't touching each other, I know I have to zoom in. When the bodies aren't touching each other, you have to highlight the entire thing now, because, well, IGT explains it better, but basically it becomes a part of the inefficiency. And I've used it plenty of times before. It's like just as accurate, if not more, when you use it. Alright, well, I'm gonna head back to the 5-minute. shit's kind of slow. Like, I know I did mention it's slow, but like, damn. And we're in a macro right now. Like, I mean, 930 was pretty. That was pretty solid. It literally just retraced the fair value gap and just like went in a straight line. Usually we see more manipulation than that. I mean, even like midnight, just a retracement. I think they're making it too obvious for people. Like, I feel like the remainder of the week is gonna be fucked. like midnight, most midnight exactly retraces into fair value gap. People are probably thinking this is like a trend line. Drops off. They're like, oh, it's a turtle pattern, turtle soup. Man, this shit is slow, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we'll see what happens in here, but I'm not gonna jump the gun. Let me make sure. Let's see what these news events are for the rest of the week. Okay, yeah, non-farm payroll. Okay. Okay, it's at 8:15, so we'll probably stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. Definitely gonna try and push the buttons. It's definitely gonna be absolutely rolling. Then we got PMI at 10 a.m. So I'm trying to see if we catch something between 9 and about like 9:30, maybe 9:40. Yeah, I'm completely cool with not taking a trade right now. It's just like slow. And unfortunately, I wasn't available at exactly 9 a.m. Some unforeseen stuff I had to take care of, but I mean, like after like 9:30 exactly, we wasn't really. I don't see a silver bullet entry or like that type of retracement. Possibly like yeah, it probably was. Let me check 1 minute. And let me take this. I mean, yeah, we got some sell side right here. Oops. Yeah, it's a fair value gap entry as well as this must be, what is this? Must be a breaker. Yeah, it's part of a breaker. On a smaller, much smaller time frame. Okay, it's just retracing to like an order block slash breaker. Okay. It wasn't too crazy. Nothing crazy. See, it's just like rallying. So what I try to refrain from doing is ever trying to predict, like, try to get the term for it, is call the top. I think that's like how ICT explains it, like predict the top of the market. Because like if you ever try to do that, like you're just gonna get your ass handed to you. But if I see, like, let me draw it out. Can I draw it out without the damn whatever? Can I draw with just a pen? Should. Yeah, brush. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, so if I see potentially, like, in order for me to, like, say I'll be looking for an entry in another direction, like, I have to be like on a lower time frame, and we have to be in some area. Just keep this up here. We have to be in some area where I respect that quote unquote resistance. So, and I also have to see, I want to see a breaker forming. So like this, and then damn. That drawing was trash, bro. My bad. You know what? Yeah. Alright, so the drawing has to be like this, and then this. Because right here, that would be the market structure shift. This would be the breaker block. And then we would expect retracement back in here for entry, and then but we want to see it in the area where we expect price to have that market structure shift. That first drawing was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So right now we have just this part of that drawing I just drew. Would like to see it go up into, should be potentially the new week opening gap, and then have that impulse leg and expansion downwards is a part of the breaker. Oh. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This, I keep saying it, but it's slow. It's boring right now. Yeah, we're just chilling. Okay, why is this not plugging? Alright. Okay, right now we are at the 70.5 retracement level. We just hit it. And that 70.5 retracement level was just slightly into the 1 hour SIBI. So that's OT right there. Here's what I mentioned. Breaker. So I would consider this as a breaker block. Obviously, we haven't had a full market structure shift. I would consider this low to be the market structure shift, and then that would validate the breaker, in my opinion. And I'm not calling the top, but I'm just pointing things out to observe. It is nice that how it touched that 70.5 retracement level, pretty much down to the tick, like 1 or 2 ticks above it. So this, I'll be looking at this as an inversion for value gap. That is a little bit advanced. If you haven't learned that yet, it's fine. Pretty sure that it's included. It should be included in the playlist for people that are already into ICT. I like this as an inversion. We'll see if we hold the line here. If not, that's cool. Still haven't had the market structure shift. Let's see if we use this as order block. Like I said, if not, totally cool. The next level I would refer to is the midpoint of the 1 hour SIBI. So I am cool. Yes, I am cool with like just watching price action, but like I said, with OTE, with the 1 hour SIBI right here, I'm gonna be waiting for a breaker to form, bearish breaker, before I consider taking an entry. Okay, so event horizon right here. Then we go open a gap right here. Gonna be patient. Alright, so if something doesn't start, like if it doesn't start like running for event horizon or midpoint of the SIBI the next, like, let's say 10 minutes, then probably going to like chalk it up. Not chalk it up, but like just like allowed to do its thing for the rest of the day. I might come back for a post lunch session and possibly PM session. So okay, another draw into here. Let's see if we hold. Okay. Okay. Not okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at this. SIBI. Probably expect to draw into this SIBI on the 15-minute chart right here. Damn, I'm not even logged into my broker. Hello up, guys. We're back. Okay, so now we are running. Looks like we're gonna make a run inside the 1 hour fair value gap. And what I do like right now is we now have these relative equal lows in addition to this low. So I do want to see some type of rally up before I can expect these equal lows to be taken out. Might get interesting here. So we're finally seeing actual like movement. Like it was just like consolidating, building relative equal lows. Yeah, the latest I will look for a trade until during AM session is until about, say, 11 a.m. because 10:50 a.m. starts the 10:50 to 11:10 a.m. macro. That is when price or the algorithm tends to reach and be much more speedy with the delivery towards either liquidity or for value gaps. And liquidity and for value gaps on like more intermediate term time frames. Okay, sort of building equal highs here. Interesting. This will turn into a inversion this way. So in comparison to my stream from yesterday, hopefully you guys can see the difference in price action, because yesterday it was very smooth. It was cutting through candles like butter. Today it's like makes you the pace that it's going at, it's makes people indecisive. So on the left, we are on the 15-second chart. Touch consequent encroachment of the inversion. Like that. Dude, why are my buy and sell buttons? Okay. So you can make like if you're bearish, you still can make money. Like if you expect it to come back into a SIBI, then yeah, that's cool. I'm considering it. If I see for value gap form around here, like look at all the damn wicks, bro. Like, yeah, it's too like those are all equal highs. He would be like, oh, Okay, so let's see if we get a clean for value gap. Because yes, we did hit optimal trade entry, but we have this entire SIBI. Okay, so this came back into fair value gap. Okay, I'm gonna buy here. Is this gonna buy? No. Alright, bring it above break even. See what happens. I'm gonna, at the very most, put this at consequent encroachment. So if it comes down to my stop loss, don't care. Don't care. Still in profits. For anyone who trades with minis, and you're probably thinking like, oh, you could have, if I enter with the mini, could have been up, you know, this many $100. Like, bro, I'm not I'm not doing that. Or if I use this many micros, you would have been up. Nah, I don't do that, bro. I like low stakes. Put it right here. Could see a breaker here. Okay, I know. Let me clean up this chart. So actually, let me take this off. So look at, I want to see where the 25% level of this SIBI is at. Could easily turn on me here, which is totally fine. But I want to see it run for 25% or midpoint of the SIBI. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm just like doing the opposite thing right now. Could easily run against me, like I said. Don't care either way. Probably retrace into here. Probably get clapped, yeah. Cool. Not worried. Okay, so this could be a potential breaker, but I'm not too convinced by relative equal highs up here. This could just be a retracement. Gonna head over to the 1 minute here. Retracement into this busy. Okay. Let's see how we deal with this if it actually turns into an inversion. If we go above it, if we run back above it and then come back down into it, I might use that as entry. Kind of a similar approach if we drop a little bit and then come back up into it, but I don't know, we still haven't hit this on the right chart. We still haven't hit event horizon or 50% of the SIB yet, or 25%, so a little skeptical. Okay, see what we get here. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. I don't want to see it come back into here, if I'm being real. Okay, I'll put this at break even, just in case we reverse. could reverse here. Could get closed out. See what happens. I want to see it take out the sell side, obviously. But if we retrace again, that's totally fine. Yep. All good. Rebalancing. Looks like we were just rebalancing this SIBI. Hit this order block. Alright, so we're going to hit the 1050 macro in just about 5 seconds. It's not going to, when I say macro, if you know macros, it doesn't happen immediately. It's a gradual process. Okay, now we're going to see. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can catch it as it comes back up into here. Let's see if we get it. Sorry, 25. I don't know if you guys. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned it. My trading plan, my trading model. If I lose 2 trades, I'm done. Like in loss. Also, probably shouldn't be using money. As you guys can see at the bottom, AMP live. Okay, I'm gonna move this down a bit. Move this here. Fuck. It's all good. See if it respects this. Okay. Market structure shift in the opposite direction. Now I think we run. Come back into the inversion for value gap. And also touch the very bottom of the SIBI. See how it touches it exactly. Still within the macro. Wouldn't be surprised if we get that run up. So I like how we went straight to the SIBI and then the opposite, obviously, reacted from it. And it could easily do exactly what I wanted it to do, which is cool, but waiting is the game. Lots of sell side here on the right chart. Yeah, I'm thinking see another entry, we'll grab it, but yeah. Okay. See if we can get an entry. Let's say coming back up into here. If not, then coming back up in there. Might just obliterate those stops and not even give me an entry. We'll see. I think a target would be the new week opening gap. If we get stopped, yeah, we're done. Alright, so if we come back up over here, I'm going to place my stop here. Lower the risk. Okay, yeah. That's cool. See, this is why I stick to micros. There's like barely any risk in that. See, with minis, you gotta, with how volatile price is, like you gotta be pretty precise. Like if your stop loss is $200 with the mini, it's only 10 points. It just ran like 10 points in like a couple minutes. Oh yeah, so we're done for the day in terms of trading. Just chilling. It's been a lot of consolidation, bro. Like that news event was like half-ass. Like from 10 a.m. it was already in the move for the day. Best time to be in the trade was probably around 9:30. Yeah. So I recommend you guys pay attention to the event horizon, consequent encroachment, and 25% of the 25% of the SIBI, which actually is this event horizon exactly? No, it's just about 25%. Okay. Yeah, so I would pay attention to those levels because, like I said, we were anticipating that to be drawn to. I still expect that in some regard. And then these equal lows to be driven to next. So, yeah, very consolidated up here. Like usually you don't see these runs until after the news event. Okay, see the 5-minute chart's even choppy, so it's all good. See, the best feeling ever is just like not blowing your account. People like, that's why like the funded accounts are just like very iffy. Like the bad habits you build from like having that money and then like being able to only spend $50 to restart the account, that's counterproductive to you as a trader. Like me trading micros and being able to hold on to trades and not give a single fuck, it's
less stressful experience compared to people who are just like pushing buttons every like 30 seconds, you know what I mean? Alright, so relative equal highs. Do want to see, like I said, draw into the SIBI. Probably going to close it out soon. But yeah, this entire run, I would expect the PM session to have a retracement into this range. Obviously, after doing what it has to do up here. Okay, so it's equal highs taken out. This probably used as support. Go for these equal highs. These equal highs right here. And we got event horizon up here. It's also right near the 25% level and consequent encroachment. Look at how the bodies are, or not the bodies, the wicks are respecting that. Pretty clean. You can never find concepts that are that precise. It's just like playing pinball between those two. Alright, so I'm gonna I'm gonna leave the stream open until about 11:10. Gonna be muted for the time being, but feel free to stay and observe the live price action and how it deals with these ranges. Expedia race. Okay. Cool. 1 minute.